In our effort to prevent and alleviate the suffering of homelessness, one of the Lucky Duck Foundation's ongoing programs is Shamrocks and Shipwrecks, a scoring system meant to highlight tangible and positive actions or shortcomings of elected officials and government agencies in addressing homelessness throughout San Diego County. Shamrocks represent good actions, while shipwrecks represent inaction or ineffective policies and strategies. In February of 2024, the Lucky Duck Foundation issued a shipwreck to Polinsky Children's Center and the local office of California Child Protective Services after 9 siblings, all under the age of 18, were released by Polinsky to a short-term hotel that would lead them back to homelessness on the streets of San Diego that originally led them to Polinsky. The children's father, who was experiencing homelessness, had let Polinsky Children's Center and Child Protective Services know that he did not have the means to take care of them. Now, given the laws surrounding the privacy and confidentiality of children under 18 years old, we'll share the result without giving specific information. This shipwreck has become a shamrock because all of the siblings have shelter and they have a team of people working on long-term solutions. This is thanks to the leadership and the professionals at the County Department of Child and Family Well-Being. They earn a shamrock for taking swift action to find housing for the children who now have at least a chance for a more stable future free of homelessness. We also applaud the nonprofits that came together to care for the children while more permanent solutions were being worked out. However, a law passed by the state Senate and Assembly and signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom took effect in January of 2023. That law changed the definition of neglect that is still reflected on the state's website. Previously, neglect included, among other things, a legal guardian's inability to provide adequate shelter. The revised law changed the definition of neglect by narrowing it to, quote, circumstances in which the child is at substantial risk of suffering serious physical harm or illness, end quote. So legal neglect of a child no longer includes a parent or guardian's inability to provide shelter. The intention of the law is to keep children with their legal caretakers, even if those caretakers are homeless. However, the unintended consequence is that state agencies can now release children to one of the most unsafe environments possible, even for adults, the streets of California's cities and towns. Another consequence is state and local agencies cannot establish guardianship of a child who will be without shelter, even if that means placing the child in danger. It is not illegal for a child to be homeless, and the state is no longer responsible to protect that child unless he or she is subject to serious physical harm or illness. So, as part of our effort to prioritize youth homelessness, the Lucky Duck Foundation will be reviewing the change in the law and will attempt to help legislators understand that what was thought to be a good change in law may very well put more children at risk and on the streets. For now, we applaud the San Diego County Department of Child and Family Well-Being for taking the life-saving steps of quickly finding shelter for these young siblings. We will continue to update this story as new facts come to light, and we will make every effort to ensure these youth stay permanently off the streets.